Hello again, and welcome to my repair channel. Um, this time I will do a little tutorial how to get into the slow gear in Leica CL, or should I say Minolta CL? Yeah, I haven't tried, but yet. But this time I will show how to take out the slow gear and clean it with the lighter fluid. It's not that hard, but we need some tools. We need this rubber, just take this out so we can actually see the camera. Nice and so we need some sticky rubber. It could be this all-in-one or whatever. It could also be something like a gasket, which is sticky rubber. I will use that to take off the film winder top knot. I don't know what it calls, but it should be easy to. It can sit tight. Therefore, we use some sticky rubber like this or this. If I had the wrench, which I do not have, it could be quite easy to just grab it on and then turn it that way. We also need to take out the shutter retaining ring, shutter button retaining ring here, and it also has to be with some sticky rubber. Now we need some very thin tweezer. We need a teethed tweezer which have small teeth, which is very good to grab on something. We need a flathead screwdriver, 2.5 millimeter, good quality, and we need a crosshead screwdriver, which only has to be YIS 0, or somebody said Phillips 0, but it's not the same. It should be the YIS Japan industry standard. I will use some dentist tool. This is an old, I don't know the brand, something Danish, I think. But the point is, it's very sharp and the steel is very good. Not sharp as a knife. I cannot cut my finger, but you will see later when going into when taking out the slow gear. If I want to take off the shutter button retaining ring, I should use a clamp which is 12.92 millimeter in diameter, and if I want to take off the film winder top button, top screw or whatever it calls, I need one that is 1485 millimeter, something. So that's it. So let's jump into this small camera. Let's go ahead. Just take off the film winder and you can do so, and then press, and hopefully it will get free. It comes. Okay. And now remember the way the parts are put together, because this one screw holds, it looks like that, and there's a shim that has only one orientation, not that way but that way. Put it aside. Then the film winder handle, or what it calls. Then we have another shim, a thick one, and then we have a waved spring, wave shim. It works as a spring and then we have the last one. It looks like this. That was part of it. Then we have a small screw in here. Crosshead. And then we have under, because we need to take out the strap holder here. And then we have two, sorry. We have two screws here, long, that we need to unscrew fully and take out. Very long. And the other one. And then we just need to pull it out. So. Now, that was some of it. Remember, do not touch the curtain. So just put, I will when taking off the top and the front here, I'll just put this on to protect the curtain. Now, so we need to take this out. It can sit a little tight. And then press. And then it comes off. Then we have the shutter button. And now we can actually lift off the top. And remember, we have some fragile things in here. So gently lift off the top cover. So this is how it actually looks inside. Now, put back the shutter button retaining ring. So the shutter button will not disappear somewhere. We can also put on the film winder handle and the little shim. It will make it a lot easier when working with the camera. Come on. So now we know that it's safe. See, sometimes those camera had a problem with the light meter, and here is actually what's going on. So now the film winder handle is pressed in. The camera's light meter is actually off, or the circuit is off. But see what's going on here. When I slowly take out this, it will turn on the circuit. So when pressing in, the light meter circuit is off, and just take it out a little, it'll be on. So when advance the film and just let it go, just see, and just slip, let it go, it will go all the way back. Sometimes you have to take it out a little to turn off the light meter circuit. So now that's not the thing we have to do, but I will not put on the bag here yet, because when going into the slow gear, I need to take out, better do something here. This one has to be unscrewed, and this one has to be unscrewed, and this screw, and of course, not of course, but there are 4. Unscrew this screw. Then the whole front section here, it can be lifted off. So keep a hand on here and just have it safe. All the screws are the same length, so no problem with that. It's good with a magnetic screwdriver. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not really good. That's it. Now I can just take out the whole front plate by setting the exposure not to B or 2, but set it to 1,000 a second, because this part here will not press too much on the edge here. Therefore it's easier to just put 2 fingers in and then just lift it up a little, and here we are. That's how it looks. This is lock for the lens. This is how it works. Now put it aside, and then now I'll put on the cover and slide it in, so I not damage anything. Now I can work with my slow gear. So put it to half a second here, and then we can actually work with it. This little fellow. See, the slow gear is here. So I can move it a little. It's only, I thought it was 2 screws here on this, inside the, I can just show it. I thought it was those. This screw in here and another one down here. I thought I need to unscrew them to get into the slow gear, but it's not the way of doing it. So we do it in a more simple way. So there's a spring we need to loosen, and it sits right here. So when a sharp tweezer, pointy tweezer, I just dig into the spring a little. Maybe someone do it in a different way, I don't know. But I know this is working, and just lift it out. We can just let it hang in here, or just take it out. So now the easy part is over, almost. You see, the slow gear can work like this way here. So right now, the slow gear is completely out of function. Even if it's set to half a second. Now, there are actually 4 small piece of metal with the small, only 2 of them have a pin on one side, which you maybe can see here. There's one here. It goes not all the way over to the other side, but it goes just into a hole here. So when it's also the same in the other end. So that's what I'm doing with my old dentist tool. I will just lift it, press on the side and lift it a little, and just bend the tool a little. And I will do the exact same in the other end. Just press in a little and then push it away. Right now the slow gear is actually free, so I can gently with my tweezer, bigger tweezer with teeth on, just lift it out. Slips, and I will do the exact same thing in the other end. So it's actually free. Now that's simple. And when we are in here, we can just see how the light meter thing is working. So when I cock the shutter, see what's actually happened. See, it will press on this fellow down here. Nothing wrong with that. I can just bend it a little, so. So. Somebody put in some piece of bubble plastic or something. I think it should work as a suspension or so to make it the camera a little more silent when they fire the shutter. Now, that was it. The slow gear, as it is here, this is a nice little piece of fine mechanical clockwork. Press on this. It's a bit sticky, but not bad. So I will just put it into something fluid, lighter fluid, and give it a little bath. It's assembled with 2 screws, one here, and another one over here. Now it takes a shower. And give it some movement. See. That was it. Then I will give it a little, dry it a little, and give it some compressed. One can use candid air, but I do not have it right here. Just to get all the lighter fluid away. Now, that was it, part of it. And then we need to make some small lubrication with the. This is something called Atlantic sewing machine oil, and I put a very thin needle, and remember just on the bearings. Just a small amount. Just wipe it away, and then the other side. And some movement. Now, that's it. Just wipe it away and put it back into the camera. Now, it can be a little tricky, but with some patience, we'll just make it. It's better to put it on the table because I need to just have a tweezer on one side. So I put it in that way here. So this tab, this little pin, has to go against here, this one. This pin here has to go against the one pin here. And just press it in an angle. It's not that hard, just the way of doing it. So see the hole here, this hole here. It is where the pin, the tiny pin in the gear has to go in. And I will click it in correct position. There. Now that was one end. And I will do the exact same thing in the other end. So when put this on, I will push a little here, just a little, and then it clicks. Now, then I have my movement again, easy. And then I need to put in the small spring, which is actually very necessary, and I will do it in the by bending the spring a little. So actually I should have done it the other way. Without damage the spring, because then I can hopefully just put it back in again. And I need another tool. Just like to be a dentist. Okay. Here we are. Well, it's still there. It's still there. Just need to use my tool here and get spring. Sometimes they can be a little I know it's difficult to see, but now I put it back in the see? So now it works. So it's time to put it back in the camera again. Wait a little. Wait a second. So when putting in the front plate, put it to 1,000 a second, and with 2 fingers holding, one could just put it back in. There are 4 screws, all the same size. So that was it. Well, we just put on the top cover on now. So unscrew this retaining and put back in the top cover. Then grab on the bottom and on the top, and then put on the shutter button, because it holds the top, most of the top, and then screw it in the rubber thingy. Then the camera strap holder, hanger, or whatever the name is. So that was it. And then the rest. We have a small screw here. And we have the rest of the advanced components. First the ring, the waved spring, another shim, it's the thicker one, then the fin winder handle, then this special shim, this is so it is, and then the top screw. And then tighten it. So looks actually very good. then we are back again. Thanks for now. Bye bye.